Division, the skill you think you know, but you don't. Before you think that, if you think that you know division and you don't need this, then I'll give you 10 problems like these. 14837,659 divided by 137 without a calculator. Do 15 of these without any mistakes, and maybe you'll convince me you don't need this. In the meantime, let's watch this. Division. There are 5 key components of division, 5 things, 5 variables involved in division. They are dividend, divisor. You've learned this, you forgot it, but those are important. Dividend and divisor. Quotient. What is the quotient given a dividend and divisor? Partial product. This is one that I have invented the name, not invented, but. And finally, the remainder. The remainder is very important. So the critical ones are dividend, divisor, quotient, and remainder. It turns out that partial product is something that you do use, you just don't know its name. And I'll show you why it's important. So first, how do we express, how do we say a division problem? How do we write down a division problem? Well, what a division problem is a dividend divided by a divisor. 8 divided by 3 with the division symbol. 8/3, same thing. It means 8 divided by 3. 8 over 3 as a fraction, that's the same thing. And as a quote-unquote long division problem, 8 divided by 3. Again, the dividend is the first number. We'll go through this. Let's go. The dividend. The dividend is the number you are dividing. So in 8 divided by 3, 8, the dividend is 8. The divisor is the number you're dividing by. 8 divided by 3, the divisor is 3. Don't roll your eyes. This is very important. If you know anybody that has trouble in math in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, all the way to college, I guarantee you it's because of not being clear about these facts. If the fraction 8 divided by 3 is therefore 8 is the dividend and 3 is the divisor. Again, dividend and divisor, do not confuse them. 8 divided by 3 is not the same as 3 divided by 8. Division as a fraction. A fraction is a division problem. When you're at a fraction, 8 over 3, something over something. The numerator, the number on top, the numerator is the dividend. The number on the bottom, known as the denominator, is the divisor. This is 8 divided by 3. 8/3 is an improper fraction, but it also is 8 divided by 3. 8's the dividend, 3's the divisor. The division process has 3 steps, but it always starts. To do division, you need 2 things. You need a dividend and a divisor. Given a dividend and a divisor, then you have to do 3 things. You have to find the quotient, you have to find the partial product, and you have to find the remainder. Now, step 2, again, partial product, you never heard of, because what's really important is the quotient and the remainder. In some cases, only the remainder is important. But as I will show you, to get the remainder, you need that partial product, even if you don't give it a name. So it's something you're doing right now, but you don't realize it, and I'm giving it a name for that reason, so that we understand it. How do we find the quotient? First, given the dividend and divisor, so the definition of a quotient, okay, is how many times the divisor can be subtracted from the dividend and get a whole number, meaning a positive integer. Another way to put this is how many whole times does the divisor go into the dividend, which means if I say 8, no matter how I express the problem, 8 over /3 or 8 divided by 3, the dividend is 8 and the divisor is 3. So given that the dividend is 8 and the divisor is 3, I can subtract 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. That's 1 time. 5 minus 3 is 2. That's 2 times. If I go again, if I do 2 minus 3, that doesn't work. The third attempt fails, which means I was able to subtract 3 from 8 2 whole times. The quotient is 2, not 2.6, not 2 2/3, not 2.67, not a decimal. The quotient is simply 2. The quotient is simply the whole number of times that the divisor goes into the dividend. This is the hard part of division. This is the hardest part of division. Think about this. Understand it. We'll go through this again and again and again.